Hey Jishnu, I've been thinking a lot about education lately, and I can't help but wonder if private schools are really better than public schools. What's your take on this?
Oh, that's an interesting topic, Amrita. I think it really depends on various factors. Private schools do have their advantages, but public schools also play a crucial role in education. What makes you lean towards private schools?
Well, one thing that stands out to me is the smaller class sizes in private schools. It seems like students get more personalized attention, which can be beneficial for their learning experience.
That's true. Smaller class sizes can foster a more intimate and engaging learning environment. But public schools often face budget constraints, leading to larger class sizes. However, that doesn't necessarily mean the quality of education is compromised.
I get your point, but what about the resources private schools offer? They seem to have better facilities, advanced technology, and a wider range of extracurricular activities.
Absolutely. Private schools often have more resources at their disposal due to tuition fees and additional funding. This allows them to invest in better infrastructure and provide a more well-rounded education. But, Amrita, public schools can also provide a solid education, even if they may not have all the bells and whistles.
True, Jishnu, but what about the quality of teachers? Private schools tend to attract highly qualified educators with competitive salaries, leading to a potentially better learning experience.
I won't deny that private schools can offer attractive compensation packages, but public schools also have dedicated and passionate teachers. Many educators choose public schools because they believe in the importance of accessible education for all.
Fair point. But what about the argument that private schools often have more rigorous academic standards, better college acceptance rates, and overall better academic performance?
It's true that private schools might focus more on academic excellence, and their students might have higher standardized test scores. However, public schools serve a diverse student population, including those facing socioeconomic challenges, which can impact overall performance metrics.
You make a good point. It just seems like private schools have an edge in terms of individual attention, resources, and academic focus. But I guess public schools play a crucial role in providing education to a broader spectrum of students.
Exactly, Amrita. Both private and public schools have their strengths and weaknesses. It's essential to consider the context, individual needs, and societal goals when discussing the superiority of one over the other. Ultimately, the goal should be to provide quality education for all, regardless of the school's affiliation. Hey Rohanna, have you heard about the ongoing debate regarding whether junk food should be banned in school cafeterias?
Yeah, I have. It's an interesting topic, but I'm not sure where I stand on it yet. What are your thoughts?
Well, personally, I believe that junk food should be banned in school cafeterias. It's a matter of promoting healthier eating habits among students, don't you think?
I see your point, Solomon. But isn't it also about personal choice? Shouldn't students have the freedom to decide what they want to eat?
I get that, Johanna, but kids might not always make the healthiest choices on their own. If we limit the availability of junk food in schools, it could help shape their eating habits in a positive way.
True, but what about the argument that banning junk food might lead to a black market of unhealthy snacks? Students might find a way to bring them from outside sources.
That's a valid concern, Johanna, but we could also focus on educating students about the importance of a balanced diet. If they understand the consequences of consuming too much junk food, they might be more inclined to make healthier choices.
I agree that education is crucial, but banning junk food might not be the only solution. What if schools offered a wider variety of healthy and tasty options in their cafeterias instead?
That's a good point. If schools provide appealing alternatives, students might be more willing to choose healthier options. It's about making the healthier choice the easier choice.
And what about the economic aspect? Some argue that banning junk food could hurt the revenue of school cafeterias, potentially leading to budget cuts for educational programs.
That's a valid concern, Johanna, but perhaps there could be a transition period where schools gradually phase out junk food and introduce healthier alternatives. This way, it might not have such a drastic impact on cafeteria revenue.
That's a sensible approach, Solomon. essential to find a balance that prioritizes health without causing unintended consequences. Maybe schools could involve students in the decision-making process to ensure their voices are heard.
I like that idea, Johanna. Engaging students in the conversation could lead to solutions that are more acceptable and beneficial for everyone involved.
Absolutely, Solomon. It's crucial to consider all perspectives and work towards a solution that promotes a healthy environment while taking into account the various challenges and concerns.
Hey Steffi, I was just thinking about how some people argue that math is the most important school subject. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, interesting topic. I've heard that perspective before. I guess it depends on what you value most in education. Why do you think math is the most important?
Well, I believe math is the foundation for many other subjects and essential in our daily lives. It teaches critical thinking, problem solving, and logical reasoning, which are valuable skills in any field.
True, those skills are important, but couldn't you argue that other subjects, like English or science, also develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills?
Absolutely, but I think math provides a unique set of skills. It's like a universal language that transcends cultural and language barriers. Plus, it's the backbone of many scientific and technological advancements.
I see your point, but what about subjects that focus on creativity, like art or music? Don't they play a crucial role in shaping well-rounded individuals?
Of course, I agree that a well-rounded education is essential. However, even in creative fields, math is often involved. For example, in music, there's rhythm and timing, which are mathematical concepts. And in art, geometry plays a role in creating aesthetically pleasing compositions.
Fair point, but some argue that emphasizing math too much can lead to neglecting other important skills, like emotional intelligence or effective communication.
That's a valid concern. However, I believe that a strong foundation in math doesn't necessarily exclude the development of other skills. It's about finding a balance and recognizing the interconnectedness of various subjects.
True, finding that balance is crucial. But what about those who struggle with math? Wouldn't emphasizing it as the most important subject make them feel inadequate?
Good point. It's essential to acknowledge that everyone has different strengths and interests. While math is valuable, it doesn't mean other subjects are less important. It's about fostering a supportive and inclusive learning environment.
Agreed. Ultimately, I think the most important thing is to tailor education to individual needs and interests, providing a well-rounded and comprehensive learning experience.
Absolutely. It's not about prioritizing one subject over another, but recognizing the unique contributions each subject makes to a student's overall education.
Well said, Emmanuel. It's always good to have these discussions to understand different perspectives on education.